Hey guys, yeah, back here doing the rear wheel. Been a little bit of a debacle. There's two different length spokes. They're only, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 millimeters difference, if that. And you know, I was thinking as that the shorter spokes go on the side of the hub that seems to have the biggest radius or circumference, but apparently it doesn't. So apparently all the short spokes go to the lower holes in the lower holes in the hub, and the longer spokes go to the higher hole on both sides. So I'm just going to attempt to do that now, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's been I don't know whether you're going to say typical, you know, KTM or something, but you know, I know that's not that the other bikes have similar things, but you know, all the wheels that I've done so far have all been the same, you know, same size fits all on each wheel. So yeah, I don't know, but gonna have a go right now, and we'll see how that works out for us. Okay, so shorter means they're all going to go in here. Like, I hope this works. It's been pissed me off. I think I've had the wheel apart maybe pretty much 3 times now. Try and figure this shit out, and it's just not, and that even doesn't look right. So let's start again. I think I've got the rim not quite, the hole's facing the wrong angle. Okay, so let's go around to there. That's better. Yeah. I've just found this way of doing it just has actually worked okay so far. I mean, obviously it's may not always work, but so far it's worked for me, so I'm just going to keep with it. You can always loosen them off if there's a problem, so no big deal. It's kind of, I feel that if the nipple's done up all the way on the thread, that it's going to allow, it's going to be a reference point for every spoke to, you know, tighten or loosen from there. But you never usually see the threads showing on a wheel, so that means to me that it's a good starting point and a good reference point. All right, there we go. Just flip that over. All right, so I'm going to make that a little bit taller with my dodgy packing. But you know what? Whatever works, eh? Alright, now these are, just check again. Yes, the longer. So I'm going to actually put them in first this time. And only go one way. And I think as I do it, I'll just do the nuts. The nuts, nipples. Nipples. Up on the thread the same. Wow, that actually seems better, eh? Alright. Okay, so I've got all the spokes firm, and I've also gone and measured the offset that I measured before I took the whole wheel apart, and it's actually within a mil or so, so either way I'm happy with that. And now I'll put it up on the stand and spin it and see what it looks like. Alright, so hang in there. Alright, so I've set it up here. I put the gauge just on the inside of the rim because that will be the most true, and I can see there's, you know, a good, I don't know, 5 mil or so gap here, all the way around till it touches here and comes in. So realistically I've just got to pull that part out. And as for overall round, it's got a little bit of a flat spot that you can see when you spin it, and just pops up. That's actually in the rim, not you know, not something that I can take out readily. So that's something we're going to have to live with. But yeah, I'll just get the side to side sorted out, and it's actually realistically pretty close. So while it's been on the bench, I've put, you know, tightened all these up to be even. And I did have a problem, which I'll tell you about, is the spoke nipples basically ran out of thread. So what I had to do was actually drill just in a little bit, about 3 mil, so that I could get the adjustment on the thread. So the moral of that story is the spoke's fine, the metal's fine, all that sort of stuff. It's just not quite right. And these are the ones that I got from on AliExpress, thinking I'm going to save a few bucks. Well, you know, I completely screwed up on the front ones. They were 10 mil too long, and I had to buy from here. But you know, here's the thing, right? The ones I got from here, Five-Store Motorcycles was the name, and you know, they fitted straight up, bang, done. So you know, that was just like, put them in, lace them up, it's done. There's no buggering around, no, oh, this is not right, that's not right. And you sorry, and you've already seen with this one, you know, how many times I've had it apart, 3-4 times to try and work it out. And you know, each time I got it closer and closer to working, but it just wouldn't get there. So what it come down to was just having to just relieve the thread in the spokes so that they can actually tension up. So whether they actually, I mean, I'd say realistically, I compared them to one of the original spokes, and they haven't got enough thread on them. That's it in a nutshell for me. But they call it a rolled thread, so you can't actually put a tap on it and tap it down because the metal's too thin here. So I had to just relieve just down in the spoke nipple to make it work, and yeah, that's what we've had to do. So now I can just go around again and I'll just straighten it up, and I think we'll be pretty good to go. All right. Okay, so this is not really meant to be a tutorial, but I'll just go through some little things here, just you know, if you need to watch, if you want to learn how to do it, you're going to need to watch something more in depth and stuff. But okay, so put it on the bench, put all the spokes in, put a bit of tension on them, just like they're kind of loose tension. Put it on here. We're very lucky that the actual round of the rim is actually pretty good. And yes, it had a bit of side to side. So let's talk about the side to side. So say this part of the rim, I'll use the tape, say this part of the rim had a belly in it, like it was whipping out that way a bit. Then what I would do is I would come along and I would tighten 1, 2, 3, 4. I would also check the tension on those, and if they were tight, I could actually loosen those like half a turn each, like 4 and 4. And what that's going to do, loosen this side and tighten this side, so essentially it should pull the rim across, meaning that you'll get it straighter. Once that's all set, you can put a bit of tension back on those ones. So that's how you would do it, both sides. If, and I've had this on one of my other rims, it was like a high and low, so it was sort of, this part was rising up and down. Well, then you've got to loosen where it's rising up, you need to loosen all the spokes, and on the opposing side you need to tighten to pull it out around. So that's, you know, just a basic thing. Now I've got this rim, let's set that set up there. So it's actually okay. If I push it up against the dial gauge, there's probably, oh, I don't know, look, I think it'd be lucky to be 2 mil, which is quite intolerant, and for a bike of this age, it's, you know, probably better than most of them. So I'm happy with that. And now what I'm going to do to finish it off, I'm just going to go around because I've got a bit of tape on there. So I'm just going to start here, and I'm going to go around one side. I'm just going to make sure they're tight. If anything's loose, I'll tighten them up. So another way of doing that, you can either tap it and listen for the sound, or you can just actually go on and a bit of tension. Yeah, that one's tight, that one's tight, that one's tight. And you might find one that you can, you know, put a little tweak on it. You're probably just going to feel for a tension. Now I believe there's a spoke spanner that's you can set for a torque setting or whatever. Well, that's all good. I don't have that. I've got this and a feel, and that's just what I've got to do. You see that one there? Took about 1/4 of a turn. That one there's tight, 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 tight. So that's one side. Just go on the other side and do the same thing. That one's actually these might have been the ones I loosened for taking the belly out. Yeah, and obviously another thing, when you've ridden the bike, spend some time to check the spokes, put it up on a stand and spin the wheel and do the tap test, do the tension test. And yeah, now I'll just spin it again and see where we're at. About the same. And this rim had little dents in the flange of the rim, like they were all out. So I've done the best I can to straighten those out. It's not too bad. Now we're looking at probably 2 mil, I guess. So we've got a little bit just here where it needs to come this way. So what I might do is just try and just do four spokes in the area. So if that's where it's most out, then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's just a case of trying it again. Could probably yeah, hands in the way. Ooh, good kid. You know, you could dick around with that all day, but that's good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to take it off here. I've got the front wheel ready as well, and we're going to put tyres on. Okay, so we're going to use my professional tyre machine. Yeah, and so yeah, I've just got the tyre leaders, soapy water, got the tubes, got the rim tapes. Just want to touch on one thing with the rim, putting the spokes in. Normally I use like a anti-seize or something that I sort of forgot, I suppose. So what I've done is I've gone around and I've just put like a grease inside all the spoke nipples and around there, just to try and help it a little bit. But yeah, so I'm just going to put a tyre on, and I thought, well, you know what, it's a job I sort of hate a lot, so why not share it with you? Anyway. Okay, so I'll put a little bit of air in the tube and put that in the tyre, and got the rim lock in, rim tape in. I'm going to put a bit of soapy water around this side. Got the valve hole there, so I need 2. Okay, I'm going to put the rim tape on. So I got the rear, this is the rear wheel now, and there's the hole. Alright, the tyre. Same method again, got the little bit of air in the tube, not much. Right, better get the rim lock in first. You put that on the opposite side. Okay, valve, some juice on it. Okay, hopefully this is nearly as easy as the front, because have I told you? Have I told you already? I fucking hate doing tyres. Really? Yeah. Okay, get a bit windy here. Yeah, rim lock's in, so just got to work our way around to the valve. I guess it's you know, people, different ways and different methods of doing this. I found that this is probably the one that works for me the best. I guess just because it works for me the best doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, that was different. Pumped it up. When I went looking for the other connection, which I couldn't find, it popped the bead, but I've just let all the air out and I'm going to pump it up again just to be sure. Okay, so yeah, okay, wheel time. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try and hold it up and kick the bucket out of the way. Okay, let's do this. That's a start. Might need the knockometer. Okay. All right, just wanted to put it on loosely for now, and one little job done. And tomorrow I'm going to chuck the swing arm on and do the rear wheel, get it on get it rolling. So a lot of things to do, you know, like bolts and bits and pieces. But yeah, I think I've had enough for today. So, all right, see you in the next one. Oh, and you know what? Don't forget to like and subscribe, especially subscribe, because you know obviously we need to build up the numbers. So yeah, give us a click, subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Thanks guys. See you in the next video.